Uh, we're not even halfway done. I have a lot to go, but it's going to be worth it. So I'm not having like decision fatigue throughout the week, and I'm not like tempted to eat out. I don't like making my meatballs really big because I'll be like paranoid sometimes. Like, okay, how much is this like cooked all the way through? So I like to make them a little smaller. Aside from that, that's pretty much it. And I think I have like carpal tunnel or arthritis going on this hand. Maybe I think it's from like holding the phone too much or a certain way while driving and all of that. So this isn't the most comfortable task. But I kind of want to keep one hand meat free if I could throughout this process. Um, so yeah. Uh, One thing with like trying to eat healthier is just finding something you enjoy, leaning more closely to whole foods. I mean, those are the biggest things because when you like set such a strict regimen to the point like you can't stick to it, then it's not going to be anything worth doing in the first place. So I remember like I did my 35 herd challenge, and I remember in the beginning of it I was like, I'm going to do uh 10K steps a day. I'm going to eat whole foods 100% for 35 days straight. I'm also going to do strength training for 3 to 4 times a week. I'm going to do my makeup every day before work. What else did I have on that list? There was just a lot of things on that list, which nothing was wrong with it. It was just one, like, you can't just jump into it and say, yeah, I'm going to do all of those things. Like, I had to learn that, like, really, really fast. Like, for example, I wasn't doing 10K steps prior to the challenge. So when I finally did start doing 10K steps a day, it was like, y'all, that did some wear and tear on my body. Like, I was not expecting to be sore every day. I don't think the shoes I had was helpful to it as well. And then it just got to the point where I was like literally exhausting my body. And I'm like, okay, I'm working through this. But on top of that, I said my goal was to do strength training 3 to 4 times a week. And while that is cool and manageable, not right away was it for me. Like if I'm already sore from just doing 10K steps, what do I look like adding in 3 to 4 times strength training when my body is just adjusting to doing the walking? So I started incorporating slowly. So I think it was like in week 1, 2, or 3 where I was like, you know what? Instead of trying to force myself to like do 3, 4 days when I'm already struggling just to walk, how about start with 1 day, and we could go from there. So yeah, even like same with eating out, or like if you're trying to like change your eating, I always like recommend people like just first instead of like trying to change everything, just look at, oh hey cuz, just look at how you're eating in the first place. Like for example, my cousin too, she has started leaning more into like whole food eating, eating in the house, things like that. And it doesn't just start on, and shit, so feel free to comment if you want, I don't care. But it just really starts with like changing it one step at a time. But first it takes being aware. Like even especially for people in like their weight loss journeys. I remember once being the person who was like, I don't eat bad. And although I wasn't eating bad per se, I was not in a caloric deficit by any means. I made healthier choices most of the time, but I overate, like it's nothing like eating 5 pounds of watermelon. But even though watermelon is still like a healthy food, that still counts as calories. Um, and when you do start getting into your whole food space, also, so here I had like potatoes soaking. Usually after you boil them, you want to ice them. I think it's just mainly to take out the starch. I just don't want them to get soggy, so I'm going to like just drain it real quick. So usually I'm not making this many meatballs. So usually by the time I finish making the meatballs, like balling the meatballs up, I'm putting the potatoes into the air fryer. I put these in the freezer for like 5 minutes just so that they could like hold their shape a little bit better. But yeah, whatever. But yeah, I remember like really being delusional to how much I was actually eating, and it wasn't until like I just started tracking. So like you, and back then I used to be like a huge person who was like, I don't need to track my calories because, again, there are so many different ways to gain and lose weight, and I am thankful for my experience and being in different bodies and body sizes that I kind of have way more perspectives, and also I'm able to understand multiple perspectives. Like I could understand the perspective of not caring to count your calories, but also still seeing results. I can also understand the perspective of being delusional and not counting calories and not seeing results. So it's like being on all sides, it gives you data. I think right now I'm in a space where I guess in the past 2 months, I've spent a lot of time like tracking my calories. Like I say like a lot. I've been tracking my calories. So I'm like measuring it out. But now I'm to the point where I'm kind of aware of how many calories it is. So like when I do this meatball, rice, and broccoli, it's like, okay, I've been counting the same meal for weeks and weeks. I know what about 6 ounces of meatballs look like at this point, and about how much 4 ounces of rice look like, depending on the day and the workouts I do as well, that'll dictate how much like rice and protein I'm going for. So like on heavy strength training days, like I would rather lean more heavy towards protein, whereas on more higher cardio days, I'll probably put a little extra rice, so little stuff to be mindful of. I'm sorry I'm not looking at y'all. I'm trying to get this done. I'm more than halfway there, I think. The amount of meatballs on the counter. Let's see if I could do a quick count. We have about 32 meatballs on the counter right now. And yeah, we're probably gonna have about 20 more. And usually like per meal, I like probably eat maybe 6 or 7. I know for whatever I'm about to eat right now, I'm about to throw down. So tonight I plan on eating some broccoli with meatballs and potatoes. I also learned like through my eating and like trying different things journey, like I don't mind one pan meals, but I like to really like visualize my carb, my color, and protein on the plate. So I don't like dishes that are like super mixed because I feel like I can't track it. But I'm not scared of them. When I'm in like a discipline journey, I'd rather just have something that's like clear to track. Stuff like that. Yeah. So I do plan on doing like a vlog kind of series. So like literally footage from this moment will be in there. I'll probably post it next Friday. So that should be fun. I did try out HotWorks this week. Now HotWorks was cool. I just don't think it was for me. And I wanted to try it out before their $10 enrollment ends, because if you don't know, they be having like a $99 enrollment fee, which is like crazy. And then you have to buy like a $100 mat and towel. And then the monthly price is $80 a month, which isn't bad in my case because like I don't think I mentioned this yet. I am a solid core girly. Solid core is way more expensive, but I feel like you get more, like the workout is worth it in my eyes. Like I don't think I've been in a better shape. No, I have been like prior, but since my like super solid core days when I was going every other day when I was living in Indiana, I don't think nothing matched to like how I felt on a daily basis. Like working out at home is cool, but I just love solid core so much. So I did get a membership with them. we'll see how that goes. I have 7 days to change my mind. The biggest factor is going to be like, how am I going to manage like getting there in the morning? You know, being that like mainly the earliest classes are the ones that are available. So just taking those things into mind. It's kind of hot in here. Yeah. I go to Jersey soon, so that should be fun. This will be my first time in Jersey in almost a year. I haven't been back in a while to see everybody, so that's one thing, like with traveling back home, sometimes it's just so many people to see, so many people that could say hey to. But I learned also early on too, like, because I was going to Jersey a little more often, especially when I was living in Georgia. And it'll be like, oh, this event is happening. Oh, this event is happening. Oh, and I was kind of like spreading myself thin, trying to go to everything. And while it was cool, like there were times that like just annoyed me. Like, you know, I was one spending like how much money I was spending just started adding up. That's number one. But then two, it's like, you know, when you're out there and you're traveling, you're the one like sticking out to see everybody. You're going out your way to see this person, and then like by the time you end it off, there like it's just felt like you've been on go 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 the whole entire time. And you know, I don't mind being on go go go, but like that's a lot of social energy to have, a high social battery to have for a weekend or however long I'm out there for. So it's good to see everybody, but I think right now, since it's been like such a while and there's an event going on, and you know, it's a little more things to look forward to, I would say. Just, you know, kind of actually being able to miss it and take my time and not feel like I have to rush. So yeah. So I'm gonna be cooking like some of this tonight, and then tomorrow, well, and then freezing the rest of it. And that way, because one thing with the meatballs too is that they're so quick to cook. They're very easy, they're very quick to cook. You don't have to think too much about it. You know, like me, I just chop up an onion, put it in there, and then put whatever sauce I'm feeling like that day on it. So I've been heavy Asian sweet chili or buffalo sauce kind of a meal. Try to get it ball form. These are a little big for my liking, but I think I'm making them big because I'm just trying to be done with this, but it's okay. Yeah, but what are your favorite like go-to meals when you're like trying to get out of a rut? So I had like some pot roast I made this weekend, but like I was saying before, I just sometimes just don't care for the meals that like all are mixed in. Like I feel like it's more of a weekend thing for me. I don't know, it's weird, but yeah. Oh, I gotta send my friend something for her birthday. So she just turned 26 yesterday, and I'm very happy for her. I'm very proud of her because she's doing her thing, and I just love seeing people like come into their own, like being able to visualize your friends like in their full lives, like just seeing them as grown women, you know, because we just used to be in high school doing anything, and now we grown, making real decisions, making grown-up decisions, developing in our careers. So yeah. But that's pretty much it. Like, I'm almost done with these. Y'all know I'm gonna go ahead and eat. I'll probably go out for a walk tonight. My goal is to go to sleep earlier because for a while I have not been getting up early. I did get up early today, but yeah, it's just too much going on. Ooh. It's not even too much going on. See, folks just be talking. I'm just chilling. see. Let's see. I took my Oura ring off. I don't really got any news for anybody. Just keep being you. You're cute. You're funny. You're cool. Don't let them tell you no different. Because I don't let them tell me any different. That's why I always go out here and print it. Sorry, I was about to start rapping. This meal gonna eat is gonna be so good. I hope it better be. I needed to hit every single spot. I'm entering my period. My cravings were like a little off the hook this week. I wanted a red velvet cake, but I did not go through with it. What I did instead, though, I got a mush, like overnight oats. Now, to me, I treat those overnight oats like a sweet treat almost, just because they do taste good. Well, the vanilla bean one, I like the vanilla bean. But aside from that, the only thing, the trade-off on it is that like the nutritional benefits aren't as high for me, like in terms of like protein and stuff. But in terms of fiber, like it's pretty good still. So I don't mind it because that's way better than like what I would get with a red velvet cake. I'll have like probably like 3-4 times the calories and like no protein at all. So I don't mind it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm over here recording. I'm about to wash my hand. Bye. I'll wash my hand. I'm tired a little bit. So since it's still here, what I'm gonna do is put what am I going to do? I'm going to put the meatballs in the freezer. I might just start cooking some of them instead of freezing them like I usually do. The only thing is I don't feel like making rice, but I'm definitely gonna be making rice and broccoli just so I can make a meal for tomorrow's lunch and have something to come home to for dinner tomorrow. I also got back into making tacos, but I'm not in a taco mood right now. I was tossing and turning all last night. It didn't make any sense. I really didn't like it. I've never tossed and turned like that, but maybe I was just warm. I don't want to admit it, but I think I was just hot and bothered. I was so determined to do this that I didn't even take my work clothes. Usually, like, I get home, I bust down immediately. Like, I get real comfortable, so. But that's all I have for y'all today. Thank you for watching. Do you like my twist? Yeah.